Hello, and welcome to this fourth and last video about the three spaces. As mentioned, the reason behind these videos is that in July we will be hosting the YMCA World Council here in Aarhus. And at that occasion we will of course be hosts for the world. And one of the things that YWCA Denmark wants to show YMCAs from all over the world is our approach to Christianity, and that it is an inclusive and open and transparent approach. And the way we organize and plan this and work with it in a strategic way is the three spaces. And that's why we've made these videos. So you will be able to talk to our guests about it in English. There will be guests who are very curious about this because in their YMCA, Christianity is also a big thing. Well, some other guests may not, this is not important for them, but for those who are curious and want to learn and maybe know more about how we do it in Denmark, it's important that we as volunteers and hosts can talk to them in a meaningful and also, insightful way. So we hope that these videos have at least given you some kind of vocabulary in English to talk about it, and also a basic understanding of the background and also the intention behind the three spaces. The model in itself will be printed in, like postcard size, so they can be handed out and given out easily. And you can even bring them along in your, if you're wearing a bag or something, you can, you have them just next to you. And also, there will be many different events going on in Aarhus for the guests to, take part in. Let's go to Færbar. You can see what we're doing there. We could go to Børnehøjskolen or whatever. There will be a lot of things going on at Godsbanen everywhere here in the YMCA facility as well. So at these events, we have the ambition that there will be these kind of posters also in English, of course, but these posters will signify which of the three spaces are, enacted, are, what are we aiming for with this specific event? Are we aiming to empower the mind, or are we aiming to empower the body and the social aspects, as I talked about? Or are we aiming at creating a space of faith to empower the spirit? Some of them may have 2 or 3 posters even. That depends on the event itself. But I hope you can imagine and see how that when you are, being a host and their guide, you can actually easily point out and say, oh, this is what we talked about. Here you can see the posters, and this event is focusing on the space of fellowship, or a space of edification, or a space of faith. So this is a way of clearly communicating and also showing how we plan and organize our events based on the three spaces. And by doing so, the events and our programs and activities become transparent, and they become open, and they become inclusive. So this is a way of basically just helping our volunteers with planning the events, but also for the participants of the events to being able to decipher what can I expect when I take part in this event. And that's what makes it inclusive. So I guess that's it. We've talked about the Christian concept of being a human person. We've talked about the three spaces and the ideas behind it, and the very basic and specific things you will be able to navigate and communicate by during the World Council itself. I hope these videos have been helpful, and I hope that you will have some good and meaningful conversations with our guests from the whole world come July. And please, if you have any questions about this, let me know. Contact me. You can find my contact information on the YMCA YWCA website. Have fun.